You've been doing your affirmations all wrong. So when we first get into law of attraction, manifestation, one of the number one practices and skills that we're taught that's pushed on us very heavily is affirmations, right? We know that our self-talk eventually starts to reprogram our subconscious mind, which then makes us act differently, do things differently, which then helps us to raise our vibration, raise our frequency to match the things that we want and bring it into our lives. But there's a pretty big problem with how we're taught to make affirmations. Typically, we're just really pushed the power of I am. That's all that's really taught is I am affirmations. Even if you search on YouTube and look up affirmations because you want to watch a video, you'll see hours and hours and hours long videos of I am affirmations. Affirming I am when it comes to law of attraction and manifestation is certainly not a bad thing. It definitely has its place, and it's still obviously way better than no affirmations. But I'm going to share with you guys a few different ways that you can use affirmations that will intensify and enhance and speed up the manifestation process for you. So when we use the I am affirmation, we have to understand that it's not always the most resonant with us, meaning that we don't always identify so much with the I am. And oftentimes it takes quite a while to start to identify with the I am, because that's like getting a deeper state of consciousness and awareness. But anyway, let's just get straight into how you should be affirming, which, if put into practice, these techniques are going to help you manifest a whole lot faster. So, the first thing you can start to say instead of I am is I feel. Now, why I feel is such an important affirmation and an important shift that you can make, because when it comes to attracting things into our life, feeling is the secret. And that is a quote from Neville Goddard. He actually has a book called Feeling is the Secret, but feeling is like the number one amplifier or the number one accelerant when it comes to creating a new reality, because we have to emotionally connect with the things that we want. Because we do know that when we're manifesting, all we're doing is manipulating energy, and the way that we form that energy is through emotion. And we've all heard a million times before that emotion is nothing more than energy in motion. And what easier and better way to start to get emotionally connected with something than affirming I feel? Because just simply saying I am happy, I am this, okay, you're just, that's a proclamation, I am happy. Now, one slight alteration of that sentence, I feel happy. Now you're starting to emotionally resonate, right? You're starting to now to cultivate more emotion, right? You're going to build a stronger emotional connection. I feel abundant. I feel successful. I feel happy. It just makes a much deeper personal connection to the affirmation. And that was a big help for me, because I would never consider myself a very emotional person. And so it would be very hard for me to emotionally connect with something, because I've always been pretty stoic, and not much really gets me excited or enthused. After I started getting into manifestation more and more, everyone teaches and everything you read says, like, you must emotionally connect. You have to experience the emotion, feel the emotion. And so for someone like myself, who's not really, like, I guess, big into emotions, if you will, starting to affirm I feel was, just so helpful, because it just started to help my subconscious mind now cultivate these feelings and emotions, which then made it easier for me to start to believe what I'm trying to affirm. The next powerful affirmation that you can start to say instead of I am is I do, right? So when we say I do, is now you're taking action. And now if we think about law of attraction or attraction, what is the key word of that? Action, right? Action. So we have to take action if we want to manifest anything in our lives. That is usually like the crossroads where most people get stuck when it comes to manifesting. They start visualizing, they affirm, they do all the other things they need to do, but they don't take the action. And unfortunately, we right now live in a reality where usually action is required to manifest anything, right? The work of human hands, meaning we have to take steps to get the things that we want. Are there things that we can manifest that take very little action? Of course, sometimes, but if you really want to achieve anything and accomplish anything big or worthwhile or create a new reality, it's going to take some action. So by saying I do, now you're literally taking that action step and you're putting it into effect. And now you're implanting that deep in your subconscious mind. So I do attract X amount of dollars every month. I do see myself living in perfect harmony and abundance and wealth. I do manifest anything I put my mind to. I do attract X amount of dollars every month, So now it's starting to help you take action, and now it's planting the seeds of taking steps to manifest what you want. And it's easier now for you to start to see yourself doing the things that you're trying to set out. I do drive whatever car. So now just with those two alone, there's more that I'm going to get into, but now you feel whatever, and now you do this and that. It's much easier to start to identify with this goal or new reality that you're trying to create. The next affirmation you should be using is the I see. Now we are operating in a very, very physical reality. Now we know everything is mental and everything is spiritual, but obviously you're visualizing in, something in your mind to bring it forward into this physical reality. So now when you see, you have a twofold benefit because you see it in your mind's eye, right? You see it in your imagination, which now helps to clarify your vision. It helps to clarify the reality that you're trying to attract. And also now you're telling yourself that you see it outwardly in the physical reality as well. So I see I am rich, I am abundant. Okay, that's cool. But now I see myself as abundant. I see myself as wealthy. I see myself as happy, content, and successful. Because now, once again, your subconscious mind is starting to, paint a more vivid image of yourself and the reality that you're trying to create and your future self that you're trying to, now build. So it's all about giving yourself, your subconscious mind, more information, more inputs to work with. It's going to make it so much easier to now start to see this image. And now we know what you constantly see, what you're able to focus on and see clearly in your mind. That is what starts to become your new reality. So those are just 3. We have one more left, but now I feel, I do, and I see. So just for example, say if you're trying to manifest a new car, it's, I see myself driving this car. How does that make you feel? It makes me feel so content and happy and successful because I do everything I set out to accomplish, or because I do manifest X amount of dollars, I'm able to afford whatever car. So you see how now instead of just I am, now you are just starting to put more force, more power into your affirmations. Now, the last and final and arguably the most powerful affirmation is I know or I understand. Now, because when you know something or you understand something, that is directly correlated with enlightenment. And that is like the highest, literally vibrational frequency that you can reach is enlightenment. So now it's I know, I understand. And now those affirmations are coming from your crown chakra, if you guys are into chakras, but it comes from up here, which is like your most divine, energy center. So now when you know something, you understand something, think about how content you are, how confident and how relaxed you are. For example, think about when you know that you are getting paid, whatever, on the next tomorrow. When you know you have a a check or a direct deposit coming into your account, and when you know it, how relaxed, how content, how comfortable are you now that you're literally so comfortable and you're so like eager and ready, and your vibration is so high that you even start planning out stuff to do when the money comes, because you are literally certain of it, because you know that it's coming. So you literally start now making plans with your friends to go out and get drinks. You start online shopping for what you're going to buy. You start to think of the new whatever groceries that you need for your house, or some new things you need to get this month or this pay period, because you know. So knowing and affirming knowingness and knowing something to the universe, it starts to build up so much confidence, so much security, so much comfort. It puts you at ease and it relaxes you. So when you start to affirm that, I know that the universal laws are working for me, I know that the money is literally coming to me in perfect divine order, you're building so much confidence. You're, like I said, you're in this relaxed state. And when you're relaxed and you start to go and move through life without tension, without friction, without any second thoughts or second guessing, things manifest so much easier, because you can manifest much more efficiently when you're in a relaxed state. So knowing and understanding, when you understand the universal laws are working for you, you understand the God law is in effect at every moment of time and every point of space. You understand that there's infinite abundance available to you in this universe. So those are different affirmations that you should be using instead of I am. I am is definitely good, but the ones I just explained to you are much more powerful. They build a much more vivid and deeper image and make it way easier for you to connect with what it is you're trying to attract. And remember why affirmations are so important, because words have power. Words are a manifestation of your thoughts, of your feelings, your emotions, right? We use language to convey what's happening in our minds. So it's just an extension of our thoughts, of our imagination. And words are so powerful. If we use etymology, think about when you write a word, what are you doing? You're spelling something. Now, what is a spell? You cast a spell on something, you're performing magic on something, right? You're externally moving something or making a new condition on something else, because it's always been known how powerful words are. And let me give you another hidden gem. If you think about sword, sword rearrange is words, because people understand how powerful words are. Now, mind you, at one point, the sword was the most powerful piece of technology. It was the most powerful weapon. It's what gave you your strength. If you had a sword, like, you were superior to any other creature in our environment or any other person. That was the equivalent for millions of years of the gun or the missile today. So we understood how powerful words were. Word is your sword. So anyway, I hope this information helps. Please, I'm encouraging you all to use these affirmations, start to put it into practice, and watch how much faster your mood shifts. Watch how much more at peace and relaxed you feel. And it really helps you feel like your affirmations are working, because you start seeing results more quickly, and overall it just changes how you feel, which is most important. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for spending time with me and watching, and I will see you later.